trying to get you out here?
Love you, Bo. Like Bo does. This is not part of it, by the way. I'll tell you when it's started. Bo, like he secretly does, took something that I actually kind of wanted to do in the back of my mind, and then just nagged me until like we did it. So that's how this whole one joke thing started. Okay. About 2 years back, I get a text from an unknown number on my phone. Hey Chad, it's my son Zach's birthday coming up right around the Super Bowl time. Gonna have some people over, watch the Super Bowl. Surprise party, don't tell anyone. Sweet. I don't have any plans. I like the Super Bowl. I like to eat other people's food. And I thought I liked Zach. So I reply, sure, sounds good. Pack up my 2 youngest kids, telling them that their friends will be there. All of this is true and only minimally exaggerated. 45 minutes later, we're out in like deep woods. Like 45 minutes, so we're committed now. Deep woods, and I don't mean like Winnie the Pooh woods. I'm like, nobody can hear you scream woods. And we pull up to the house, and I had the moment where I probably could have like turned it all around when I didn't see any of the cars that I recognized. And I just vaguely think, maybe they had everybody park in the back because it's a surprise party. And so we get to the door, and I knock on the door, and a woman opens the door, and I realize two things at the same moment. I kind of know who she is, and I have no idea who her son Zach is. None. But now we're committed. We're 45 minutes out, and so I look at my kids. I'm texting my wife. I'm like, don't come. She was going to come with Mackenzie later. Don't come. Wrong Zach. Abort. Like, pray. And so we head in, because now I don't want to offend the lady who I vaguely know. And we go into Mystery Zach's 20th closest friends and family, like intimate gathering for this surprise party. And it's all of them and me. And there's only 2 kids there. Mine. And so at that point, it's the mental quick assessment. You get into survival mode, and it's like, okay, this is how we're gonna get through this. We're just gonna attack it and pretend like it's normal. So I send my kids to go eat the snacks, and they attack the snack bar like it's the last meal they'll ever eat, because I told them this might be your last meal. And I start working the room, walking around like it's my first junior high dance, and I'm all awkward and sweaty and food stuck in my braces because I hate small talk. And guys are asking me questions like, oh, how long have you known Zach? So long I forget how we met. So my go-to is I'm going to pretend like I'm really into this football game, so I'm sitting on like the edge of the couch right in front of it, trying to pretend that I'm not aware of this whole bowl of awkward going on behind me. I'm just really into this football, and my son's hanging out with me, and just trying to act natural, but then it comes time for the big reveal. And so I start sneaking to the back of the room, because I figure really the one thing I can give Mystery Zach is, at a surprise party, there's not a stranger right in front. So I sneak to the back of the room, and it's surprise! And the light bulb goes on. Oh, it's that guy I had one work meeting with one time. That's who Zach is. And as he's coming towards me, his mom's explaining to him who I am. How do I even get in this situation? But then I'm thinking, like, maybe this is like next level surprise party, you know? Like, he gets surprised, I get surprised, everybody's surprised. Win-win. And so the party goes on, and there's a moment where he feels like this obligation, like I should probably, talk to this stranger who's here at my surprise party. And so he tries to have a conversation. He's like, hey, do you still work at that place? And I'm like, no. Do you still do the marketing design? No. The one connection we had in all of life had been severed. So we had nothing. I think we just like walked away awkwardly, like, no goodbye. It was just like, we tried. So it goes on. I'm telling you, it's all completely true. And we get to halftime, and Justin Timberlake's killing it. And then we get just after that, and I'm not kidding, my middle daughter, who was there, starts having an allergic reaction to food that she's eating. Starts getting itchy, and I can tell you guys, like, honestly, I've never been more proud. We're like, that's it. We are out of here. And so I honestly, like, she's always been really good under pressure. And we just took that and drove away and vowed to never speak of it again. So that was a Super Bowl party 2 years ago. I thought I was going to your birthday. Wow. Turns out you had people over that day. I wish things had gone differently. So I'm a internal processing person. I like to think a lot. I like to think a lot of big things, think important things. All kinds of, like, to me, I always wonder, like, at what point does a grape become a raisin? Because you never want to get that wrong. But really, I want to meet the person who invented the raisin. I mean, who looked at, because grapes are easy, right? They're brown and juicy, succulent. That's low-hanging fruit. I want to meet the one who looked at a rotting grape and thought, let's leave that out a couple days. I think that's going to work out. I mean, I'm optimistic and all, but or what about, like, moths? Like, you see moths, like, there's a light, a porch light, and the moths are going crazy, and they're flying and hitting it, like they can't get enough of light, and they're nocturnal. You think one of them would have, like, broke curfew and just been like, I've seen the one, like, I just don't understand if you love light so much. I don't. Or I definitely think way too much about ants. Like, I think a low point in life is when ants come in to clean your house. Like, it always feels like a personal commentary. Like, they're all looking up, like, okay, no, we'll get it. Like, it'll take thousands of us weeks, but apparently you're busy, so we'll take care of this. One time I had ants in my car. There's no joke. It's confession. Like, on my road to recovery, that's one of the steps. Because if you have ants in your car, you've pretty much bottomed out, and you really need to change some things. If there's an ant in your car, talk to me after. I will help you. But my favorite thing to spend definitely way too much time thinking about is the leaf blower. You know, like the yard work leaf blower? Yeah. This thing that we all know doesn't solve any problem. And we're all just cool with it. Like, I've got a mess. Do I want to make it his mess, or do I want to make it her mess? The thing I love about it is there's nothing sneaky about it. We're drawing all the attention to ourselves while we work on our passive-aggressive blame shifting. I think it's pretty much the grown-up version of kids saying, like, oh, you touched it last. Like, I wish that you could bring it into other areas of life. Like, that would have been great in high school. You imagine, like, your teacher slaps a test on your desk and just, my test. Your boss slaps some reports down and your kids come in asking for another snack and you just ask your mom. And I love go ask your mom or go ask your dad. In my house, that's legally binding. Like, first one to call that wins, and the other parent has to make the decision. Like, go ask your mom. She said go ask you. Ooh, man. Now I've got to deal with this. Pretty much the grown-up version of 1, 2, 3, not it. But we all play along. But what's cool now is, now that my kids are getting older, I can see it in them. Like, they're becoming little thinkers, and they're starting to figure things out all on their own, and then offer these insights to the world. So, like, a couple years ago, I'm in the kitchen, and my son's at the dining table, and he's just contemplating, and this revelation hits him, and he just offers it my way. And out of nowhere, no conversation, no context, says, Dad, I think the best swear word is shit. Try not to laugh. Right? This is so good, son. And then, the parents think you're trying to laugh and get us together, and it's like, well, I can't just send him out to the world with this new insight. So I give him some direction. So I come up to him and say, son, I see your point, and it's very good. But you can get away with ass almost anywhere. parenting going on 15 years. Took a gap year in the middle, but I'm back at it. And I used to think I was like a really good parent, like top 5. And then I had picky eaters, and nothing turns me into a worse human being than having picky eaters. Like, I'll go straight from like, hey honey, how was your day? To like, just shoot it, please. Like, what are you doing? And so there's a lot that I learned that I feel like I can pass on and help, because you guys have a lot of young kids, and there may be some picky eaters coming. So here's the free parenting advice, because my main issue with the picky eating is all I've got is empty threats. Like, they don't eat, and I'm like, you don't eat your whole plate, you're not going to grandma's. Like, I'm really going to pass up free babysitting. Like, there's no chance that reality is ever going to take place. I just want you to eat your food. So this is what I've learned. You only get a certain number of threats in your kid's life. It's like this threat capacity. And the bigger the threat, the more effective in the moment, but the more of your threat capacity you've used up for that child. True stuff. My problem was I got picky eaters and used all of that in like a week. I mean, normal stuff, like if you don't eat those carrots, I'm gonna eat your pinky, like all the typical go-tos. And so I just started using them all up, you know, like, finish that salad or you'll never see sunshine again. And my wife's the voice of reason, you know, honey, that's not a suitable consequence. Fine. So then I had to get a little bit better at it. And what I found is you gotta find each kid's, like, you have a certain number of threats, right? You gotta find their soft spot. So for my girls, it was like, if you don't eat that broccoli, I'm going online and I'm arranging your marriage right now. I'm Googling it. I don't care what he looks like. I don't care. Eat it 5 minutes now. But for my son, he was like, cool, one less thing I have to do. Thanks, Dad. Like, so I had to find it, you know, for him, it's more like, if you don't eat, if you don't finish that, I will melt every one of your Legos just a little bit so they almost fit together. That's a soft spot. You gotta find that in, and then they'll gobble it up, but then you use it all up. Because for me, the scariest day of parenting is not someday they're gonna move out, someday they're gonna get married, someday they're gonna go off to college, whatever. The scariest day is they're gonna turn around and realize that I've been winging it the whole time. And I have no clue. I'm just trying not to do the things that my parents did. That's all I've got. And one of my girls, unfortunately, broke the system when she was 4 years old. I kid you not, true story, 4 years old, she held a single bite in her mouth for an hour. And at first it was like infuriating, and by the end I'm like, this is incredible, sweetie. Your determination. But at the end of that hour, she knew that I knew that she knew that I could not control her whatsoever, and my threats were empty. That's right, honey, I've got nothing. Don't eat leftover sushi, and I'm done. Like, that's all I know for sure. The rest, we're winging it. So we put them in school this fall. For the first time, they've always been homeschooled, but then, you know, like, they need social something or other. They have to get all these important things that they can't pick up just by being a normal human being. So we put them in school, and then I started thinking, like, okay, that makes sense. Because how else in life are they going to learn how to time their walk out of the classroom so that you're leaving the doorway at the exact moment of that person you like? That's important stuff. That was like half of middle school for me. Totally true. Or how are they ever going to learn how to do the eye contact thing where you look like you're not looking, but you're looking, and as soon as they look at you, looking but not looking, you look away? That's important stuff. I didn't want them going through life not knowing how to do that. So, but there have been times where the parenting where you just realize, okay, we're killing it right now. So one of those moments was I was leaving for work. It was early one morning, and I was dressed in a suit for the job I had at the time, heading out the front door, and my son's going to get changed for the day. And he runs past me into his room, slams the door, and shouts, "I need privacy!" Wham! I'm like, cool. Respecting his body, taking care of stuff. And so I leave, I'm heading out the door, and his window, which faces the entire neighborhood, has him standing on the top of it, completely naked, waving at me as I go. Great, I guess it's that time. Gotta start reviewing vocabulary. But the last story I'll tell, this goes back to one of the other times that we did a comedy night, was my mom was staying over one time, and we had this air mattress, one of the big air mattresses, right? Like 3-foot ones off the ground. And she's there, but she's done, it's the morning, so we're deflating the air mattress, and all of a sudden it's like halfway down, and I get this idea. We're like, oh, hey, Nathan, he's maybe 5 at the time, sit on that end, and I'll see if I can bounce you. Sounds fun. And then all of a sudden, my brain goes into this like NASA physicist mode that I have never since accessed, where I'm like, okay, when you get on there, curl up in a little ball so that all your weight is at this one specific spot, and I'm going to come running and jump and then lay out and land on as much of the mattress as I can so that I can launch you and we'll just see what happens. And it wasn't until I heard the sound of something hitting our ceiling fan that I realized why I'm not a NASA physicist, because I had no plan for re-entry back into our atmosphere. So I land, and I'm doing the dad doesn't realize how stupid he's being yet face, where I'm like, and I can see the area that normally encompasses all human activity, and my son's not in that space, but one of his legs is kind of dangling, and then he comes crashing down, and honestly, somehow he's fine. He's completely okay. So I'd like to think lesson learned, except for my first thought when I knew he was okay was, how did we not record that? Maybe we should do it again.